Hello everybody, how are you? And welcome to class. In today's class, we'll continue our cybersecurity analyst course series and we're looking into our Python series also, and then we are looking at operators in Python. So we want to look at different types of operators we have in Python and then how we can be able to perform operations on variables and data. So there are four basic operations in Python: the arithmetic operation, the comparison operators, the logical operators, and the assignment operators. So we'll start with the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators basically is for, doing calculations like addition, subtraction, division, and then modulus, exponential. So this is more like doing a little bit of arithmetic operations and then using system to analyze usage and all of these things. So we'll just take a very simple example of arithmetic operation. So Python is very good for arithmetic because you can easily just say, open to your Cloud Shell editor. Let's begin. So we have Python 3, Python 3. We have that. So if we say the arithmetic operation now, we say x. So we'll talk about variable more in the next class or later classes. X equals to 5 means we are assigning a variable 5. We're assigning 5 to this value x. So anytime we see x, just put 5. So you don't even need a semicolon. Just Python is so simple to write. Just write x equals to 5. So it's expecting the next thing. And you say y equals to 10. Simple. You can just say x plus y. You can see that 15 is a simple arithmetic operation. So if I want to do now, you can comment in x in with hash. You can comment and just say the next one maybe division. In division now, you can say x divided by y, give us 0.5. That's correct. Then let's do multiplication. Let's do multiplication. In multiplication, we can just do x multiplied by, let's give a space. So it's just very good to indent things and write things properly. So x multiplied by y then gives us 50. Very easy to calculate, right? Then subtraction. Let me write my comments. Remember, comments are not are ignored by the browser. We have x minus y. Then we have minus 5. So I think we have done. Then modulus now. X modulus y. So press enter. 5. So the modulus works is the remainder. So x is 5, y is 10. So when you subtract it, the remainder, or divide the remainder, is what we're looking at. Then I think those are the basic things. Exponential, maybe like x is an exponential, like 5 and 8 exponential, 5 and 8 exponential y. For this you have enter. So look at that. That's x, raised to power y. So that's easy to get, and so that is in y places. So we are talking about x was now 5. If we multiply it in y places, 10 places, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, that's when you have this value. This is how we do basic operations, arithmetic operations, division, subtraction, so easy in Python. I believe you are able to understand that, so we can move straight into the next one, which is comparison operators. In comparison operators, so let me clear this. So I'll just do an exit, that clear, then I clear to have a clean screen. So I write Python again, or Python 3. Python or Python 3 will work. I used to use Python 3. Then we can start with arithmetic comparison operators. This one, we are trying to compare something on the left with something on the right. Like we say, if x is equals to y, print this. So we are comparing something on the left hand side with something on the right hand side. That is how comparison operator works. So you are comparing something on the left hand side with something on the right hand side. So very simple. Now let's look for a very simple example. X equals to 5, y is equals to 10. Okay, so we already have that now. So now if we say x is equals to y, it will return as false. Why? Because comparing x with y is not correct, because x is 5, y is 10. So if you are comparing both of them, this x equals to 5 is more like, don't mix these things together. This equal to here is more like a variable. You are assigning a value. That's an assignment operator. You are assigning a value of 5 to x. You are assigning a value of 10 to y. It therefore means that anytime you see 5 or you see x, that means it's representing 5. And anytime you see y, it's representing 10. So if I say x, comparing x on the left hand side to y on the right hand side, it's not correct, because x and y are two different values. Another one here is, if I say x is not equal to y, if I do it like this, comparing the left and the right, say true. Can you understand that is true? Yeah, that is true. And if I say x, I'm comparing x now, and I say it's greater than y, please tell me your answer. Is that true? That's false. But if I say x is less than y, tell me your answer. Was that true? If I say x is greater than or equal to y, is that correct? No. And if I say x is less than or equal to y, is that correct? Yeah. So that is basically doing comparison operators. We are comparing what's on the left with what's on the right. So I think that's easy for you to understand. It's now time we move into logical operators. Then let's go with our Python. So you can write the comment now. Call it logical operators. The reason why we write comments in Python is to make our work explainable, at least for ourselves, because Python will not run the comments. So We want to look at logical operators. Logical operators basically are three types. We have conditions, you can use and, or, and not. So starting with and, now it returns true if both conditions are true. We've been using things like x equals to 5, let's say y equals to 10, and let's have a z equals to 15. Okay, so if we have a condition like, x is less than y and y is less than z. So be writing your own as that's the sense of me writing. So you can write to y than z. Then we do it like this. You can see that that is true. Comparing the two conditions, you see that x is actually less than y and y is less than z. So return as true. Then we say x is greater than, if one of the conditions is wrong, it will return as false. X is greater than y and y less than z. So let me see what you have. False. Try your own. Do you have anything different? I don't think you have anything different. But if you have something like this now, x is greater than y or y is less than z. So does it make any difference? It makes a difference because this is actually returning as true. Now, because we are comparing two things with or, then all returns true if at least one of it is true. So because y is actually less than z, even though x is not greater than y, it actually returns as true. If we can have one be true out of two, all will return as true. Okay. Then the not now, the not is, if you have not y less than x less than y. Why is my space bar with me? So this one returns to as false. X is actually less than y, but if I say not x less than y, it will return as false automatically. So try it in your own self and see it. This is where we use logical operators. I believe that's clear. So try on your own if you have a similar answer. Then assignment operator is where the last one we'll have for today. In assignment operators now, we want to compare, compare two things and assign values to them. Let me just do a exit. Then clear. So I have my Python on start continue. Then I want to assign a value. So I say x is equal to 5. That's actually correct. What it means is I have assigned the value of 5 to x. Anywhere you see x is carrying the value of 5. That's as simple as that. X plus equals to 5. What does that mean? So what it means is originally we have x as 5. So if you carry the value and add it, it should now become something like x equals to x plus 5. So x plus equals to 5 means x is equal to x plus 5. So it will see the value of 5, that it already has the value of 5 in its memory. Anytime you assign values to any letter, whatever it is, you have kept that value in a part of the memory. So you have assigned that, let 5 be in your memory. So if you now say x plus equals to 5, you're saying let it be that x is equal to that 5, x plus another 5. So let's see what we have here. So it's asking me, I'm thinking I want to write. So when I write x, it tells me the value is 10. Let me assign another value. Let me say y equals to 4. And I want to say y plus equals to 6. What do you think the value will be? What do you think the value will be? Yes, 10. Correct. Same thing with y minus equals to 7. What do you think the value will be? Y will be what? 3. That's 10 minus 7. 3. Then when I will say z equals to 8, and I say z minus equals to 6, what do you think that will be? Z is supposed to be 2. 2. 8 minus 6, 2. So you can try it with other things. Then I've done for x, I've done for y, I've done for z. Remember, if I take a value of x now, it will take me to the last value of x that we had. If I say x multiply equals to 4, the last value of x will be multiplied with 4. The answer will be x now will be 52. So the last value of x there was 8. Let's take an example. The last value of z here is 2. So if I say z multiply equals to 4, what would that give you? Z should give you 8. Why? Because the last value of z here is 2. Then 2 times 4 is 8. Then divide and assign. Let's see, the last value of x here is 52. So if I say x is divide and assign 52 divided by, who still knows maths now? 52 divided by 10 to the 5.2. 52 divided by 7 to the 6, I guess. 7, then x should give us, oh, I didn't get that right. 7 times 7, 49. Okay, sorry. That's 7.4, thereabouts. Okay, so I believe you've been able to understand this. Practice more so you can have a better understanding of how it works. These are all the basic operators, and then in next class we'll now begin to look at control flow, if, else, elif, just like that. Thank you for joining this class, and meet me in the next class.